What's up, guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103, and welcome back to the channel where today we're going to be reacting to Barcelona's video on how good and crazy Barcelona's squad will be for next season. Of course, he is predicting and implementing signs that we do expect to make this summer. Of course, we already signed Joao Garcia. We are looking and will sign a left wingers. That's also, important to keep in mind and keep a note for this video. But it goes through the squad, talks about the tactics, how we can improve, and how, of course, the experience of last season can help us and give us the motivation, understanding, and also experience to, of course, go for everything we want to go for this upcoming season. But of course, before we get into it, make sure you guys smash the like buttons down below, and do not forget to subscribe down below if you haven't already. And of course, as well, the original link to this video is in the description, and let's get right into it.
Rafinha, Juan Garcia, Lamine Yamal, Lewandowski, Pedri. These are only a few of the names that will be playing for Barcelona in the 2024.
Of course, Nico Williams isn't. I think he made this video beforehand, but let's pretend that's just our left winger signing, whoever it may be. So don't come in the comments, oh, we didn't get Nico. I know. Don't be that idiot, but pretend that's whoever we sign in the left wing position.
2026 season. After winning all the domestic trophies in 2024-2025 and reaching the semi-finals of the UCL, Barcelona is back among the best. But when you think that all this talent will be managed by Hansi Flick, it goes to a completely different level. It's a new generation for the club, one that could dominate for years to come. And honestly, it's looking really scary. From the defense to the attack, this team is young, fearless, and they only care about one thing: scoring goals. With that being said, let's see why Barcelona's 2025-2026 squad is absolutely terrifying. To better understand why this Barca team is so scary, we need to look at the squad itself, the players, the subs, and every position. So we'll start with the attack. In the 2024-2025 season, the attack was the part that made Barcelona the most entertaining team to watch on the planet. And in 2026, it will be no different. The left wing will be occupied by Nico Williams, the new signing, a player who Barcelona desperately
He's like, that's hilarious.
Needed for a long time. He is someone who can finally stretch defenses and will help a lot against teams with low blocks like Getafe or Inter. Also, Nico Williams is a natural winger. He's not someone like Coutinho or Rafinha who were forced to play on the wing. And finally, Nico does what Yamal does: create, dribble, and generate dangerous chances. He doesn't wait for the perfect pass, he just goes and terrorizes defenses on his own. So that's why he will be a good player not only when starting, but when resting Yamal as well. I might also add that Nico is fast, like really fast. He reached 35.59 kilometers an hour.
I didn't know this was glazed,
2022, the second highest speed in the entire tournament. He will be simply unstoppable in transitions. And if that wasn't enough, another left winger Barca will have is Marcus Rashford.
Oh, here's something possible.
Fast, unpredictable, and with something to prove. Although he's not a signing that will fix many issues, he can be used as a wild card. He could be subbed on in games where Barca simply miss something. And what Rashford can certainly do is change the tempo of a match. Rashford is also fast, often hitting 35 kilometers an hour in open play. But it's not just about speed. Rashford's known penalty goals XG per 90 minutes in his best season is 0.45, which is elite, and in a system built around vertical transitions, Rashford becomes a weapon when legs are tired or when a team plays a high defensive line against Barca. Also, don't forget that Lewandowski is 37 years old, and with him getting reduced playing time next season, Marcus could be his perfect temporary replacement. However, while the left wing is loaded with pace and power, it's on the right wing where things get scary. Because we are talking about Lamine Yamal. He will be just 18 next year, and with this season being a Ballon d'Or worthy one, he will certainly deliver even crazier things in 2025-2026. The big teams simply don't know how to stop him. He can dribble, create, be the difference, and I also think that his finishing will drastically improve. Last season he scored 9 goals, which is below his XG of 13.5, which means he has plenty of room to improve, but at the same time he recorded a 70.6% shot accuracy in the Champions League at just 17. His chance creation is also insane because in La Liga he created 64 chances. You already know how special he is. But I'll add this. If he improves his finishing, it's over. And
I mean, he's not wrong here. Like, this has a lot of youngsters when they come through, the finishing is not quite at the pace. Is a great example of that. With Dembele as well. We signed him. His finishing was, not the best. And I was saying in all my videos and my tweets at the time, if he gets his finishing down pat, he is the best winger in the world. His first season where his finishing was at an elite level, he's on track to win a Ballon d'Or. So it's the same thing with Lamine Yamal, honestly. People talk about him not scoring many goals, which should be fair. He has 20 goals in all competition, which is still very good. I think astounding. But the fact that it could be more and it can be more and the evidence is there is scary.
Because next season, Yamal will be wearing the number 10. So you've got creativity on the wings, but in the center, you still have a number 9. For Barcelona, it's Lewandowski. So to keep it short, what Leva has to do is just bag the goals. Last season, he had 42 goals in all competitions, and in 2025-2026, he will have to be as effective as possible. As he is aging and Flick decided to reduce his minutes. His role would also be to lead these young players. He is an example of hard work and dedication, and with good management, Lewandowski can only bring positive things to this team. But before we move on, we can't forget about Rafinha. Arguably Barcelona's most important attacker in 2024-2025. He offers something no one in this team can, precision and creativity at the same time. While Rafinha might not be the flashiest winger in the world, what he can certainly do is finish chances. Last season, he had 59 goal contributions in all competitions. He was crucial in the dying minutes and he also stepped up when it mattered most, like scoring a hat-trick against Bayern Munich. Many even had him as the top Ballon d'Or contender, and if he gets robbed of the award, which is highly likely, Rafinha will be a man on a mission next season. And with Nico and Yamal on the wings, he could create his magic as a false 9 or central attacking midfielder. But while the attack entertains the fans,
I do hope it's at like a really elite level because we can see Rafinha play in the 10 with elite players around him, but we'll see on that.
And brings goals, it is the midfield that creates them. And for the starting trio, Barcelona have Gavi, Frenkie de Jong and Pedri. Each can bring different things to the table. Frenkie de Jong means balance, he can break the press, he is good at pulling the strings, and he is also elite in progressing the ball forward.
That's why
he is the man that no one sees, but he can be responsible for winning you games. Many Barca fans still hate on Frenkie, but there is one simple thing no one can deny. This season, he was the reason why Barca had such a well-balanced midfield. And if Frenkie brings balance, Pedri brings elegance. In 2024-2025, he was the key to Barca's performances. In some matches, it seems as though he did everything by himself. And for the first time since his debut for the Blaugranas, he had a full season with no injuries. 59 games played, 6 goals and 8 assists, his best campaign so far. But that could change very fast in 2025-2026, as he is only 22, and the only way for him is up. One thing he should worry about though is staying healthy. If Pedri doesn't get any injury problems, it might really be over for everyone. He is the brain of this midfield, the one who makes all the things happen. And then there is Gavi, the complete opposite. Unlike Pedri, Gavi is all about chaos. He likes to attack, press, tackle and to never stop running. Many might say he is simply not the same after his ACL injury, but towards the end of the last season, he was visibly improving and coming back to his best form. A good preseason and no injuries will ensure that Gavi will be a constant threat, while also bringing a lot of energy and identity. But we are not done with the midfield yet, because Barca also have Fermin Lopez, another wild card coming from the bench. Someone who can be clinical and really important when it comes to breaking the tempo and low defensive blocks. This year he had his breakthrough season and he only looks to improve. Also, he will be competing with Gavi for the starter spot, which will only make the team better as they will push each other. Not to mention that Marc Casado will also try to convince Flick to get as many minutes as possible. Oh, also Marc Bernal will be back. This only means that Barca will have really good squad depth. But even if the attack and midfield are crazy, a team without a proper defense simply cannot win titles. However, this Barcelona team has even that. Despite the fact that there haven't been any rumors about a new defender at Camp Nou, Barca's defense still looks as solid as ever. And if in the past this segment was a vulnerability, now it's a strength. On the right back position, Jules Koundé controls everything. He is the undisputed starter and someone who Barca really missed against Inter at San Siro. He is not only someone who can defend against arguably any winger, but he is also a right back who starts attacks, who can carry the ball, who connects really well with Lamine Yamal. And even if he had some mistakes here and there, for me, Jules Koundé was the best defender on his position last season. Not to mention the banger he scored against Real Madrid to win Barcelona the Copa del Rey title. He is what many would call a modern fullback, one that is calm under pressure and has insane ball-playing abilities. For many teams, Koundé's overlapping runs would be a huge problem. Talking about huge problems, on the left flank, teams will have to face Nico Williams and Alejandro Balde at the same time. He has pace and dribbling abilities and was often used to stretch the opponent's defense. But with Nico already doing that, Balde will be able to focus solely on defending.
It'll be interesting to see how Balde does adapt with a winger in front of him that's, you know, a touchline winger, whether it be Rashford, Luis Diaz, Adamala Lookman, whoever it is. Have someone in front of you instead of having someone beside you will be a different dynamic for Balde that he's not used to. Even back in the day under Xavi, we always had that midfield on the left-hand side, whether it was Pedri or Gavi, so they were always, you know, cutting inside. So that left flank, most of his Barca career has been all his, so it'll be interesting to see how he does adapt and cope with someone in front of him.
He's disciplined and aggressive, he can win any duels and he can also track back thanks to his energy. We could really see the Balde we saw back in Xavi's first full season at Barcelona, when we had that insane defensive run with back. He is just perfect for that left side, and hopefully Gerard Martin will also improve, because with Alejandro it's all about competition. He performs the best when he fights for his place, just like it was with Jordi Alba. From one young talent to another, we have to talk about Pau Cubarsí, the first and last undisputed center back for Barcelona. Calm decision making and really solid physically. Cubarsí is someone who can read the game, someone who can handle pressure no matter the occasion, and someone who is also still developing. I'm saying this because of the costly mistakes he made in the Champions League last season, like the penalty against Inter or red card against Benfica. Many forgot about how good this guy really is. Just because he made some mistakes that are characteristic for someone who is still so young. But at the same time, because he is so young, he represents the future. And to win the man of the match on your debut in the Champions League at 17 as a defender surely means you are a generational talent. The other two defensive center backs are Inigo Martinez and Ronald Araujo. And to be honest, I really don't know who will actually start next season. All I know is that Martinez is the preferred choice for Flick for now, but saying that, selling Araujo seems just stupid, especially when you consider the fees other clubs are offering. Ronald is still a beast, and if he can have a full preseason under Flick, he can surely come back into the first 11. So that's exactly why I would never sell him. But saying that, one player Barca should sell is Ter Stegen. With Juan Garcia at the club, he should absolutely start, and I'll only use stats to prove my point. point. Juan Garcia had a passing accuracy of 88%. He averaged 4.2 saves per match. He had the most saves in La Liga, 146. He had 58.5 expected goals on target, but he only conceded 50. He was the best goalkeeper in La Liga when it came to aerial duels won, interceptions, line exits, shots conceded, and of course, saves. With that said, Barca will have 4 goalkeepers next season: Inaki Peña, Szczęsny, Juan Garcia and Ter Stegen. All want to start, but only one won't accept his role on the bench: Ter Stegen. For me, the starting spot for the goalkeeper position is already clear. But all this talent can mean nothing without a good coach. And here is when we talk about Hansi Flick. He absolutely transformed this Barcelona team, from predictable and boring plays to a dominating attacking machine. He took this club to the UCL semi-finals and won all the domestic trophies. But now he will even have the players he wanted. It's just scary to imagine what he will do. But to give you an idea, Flick will most probably stick to the 4-2-3-1 formation, as that gives him the best control and can include all the important players at the same time. He will still use the offside trap and defensive high line, and if Araujo comes back to his best, his pace could save Barca from conceding a lot of goals. As for the attack, Nico Williams, Rafinha, Yamal and Lewandowski will create chaos. Chance after chance after chance. Good luck to anyone trying to stop them. And with their suffocating press, teams could only start praying when they see those 4 starting. But even as scary as this sounds, this is only the beginning of a new era. The new Camp Nou will be available, these superstars will play together, and Flick will only continue dominating Europe with his tactics. So fasten your seatbelts. Next season could be generation.
I mean, he's not wrong. He is not wrong. I'm gonna skip this part a little bit so we don't pause on Nico Williams, but makes great points. Again, every single passing year, players get better, especially with how young our squad is, with the majority of them being youngsters now, slowly but surely entering their prime. We have a few players in their prime and a few of the veterans in this team as well. But the most important thing to take from this video, in my opinion, is of course Barcelona's market activity this summer. In order for us to have instill fear into opponents, 2 things need to happen. 1, Flick needs to fix that defensive preseason, especially with the balls over the top, holding the offside trap, being more synced and unionized. Secondly, of course, is making the improvements that we need. We needed 3 improvements: goalkeeper, fullback, left winger. We got the goalkeeper. Just 2 more are needed in the next month and a half or so. That for me is the big takeaway. But of course, in the comments down below, let me know your thoughts, and of course make sure you drop a like if you did enjoy, and subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time on the channel. Take care and Forza Barca.